Good morning, everybody. It is meteorologist Age Weather Forecast. Welcome back to the video, guys. I'm going to be doing another update on Invest 91L. We have a lot of new updates. Some of them are showing a bit less of a chance. Some of them are showing less precip. And we're going to have a lot of new updates on the tracks, precip, even where it's going to be going, like based on the radar. So, guys, this is going to be a second upload on it. So, yeah. So, we're going to be taking a look at the 5-day graphical tropical weather outlook, and it actually did decrease. We now only have a 40% chance for development in the next 5 days, guys, and actually into the next 48 hours too. It's a 40% chance. It is decreasing. I believe it's because it's going to be very close to getting on the coast, or it's very close to getting to the coastal areas in Mexico, so that might bring it down a bit since it needs to warm waters, but it's going to be going inland. So we have a very low chance. It was at 60% yesterday, now it's at 40%. And so the tracks, this is a circle right here where it's going to possibly develop. And it's really moved a lot fast yesterday. Yesterday was like right here, now it's over here, guys. It's really moving up close. And that development is very close to the part of the very southern tip of Texas, guys. So again, we can actually have some impact, or a very good chance of impact in the United States. Even if it's not going to develop, we're going to have a lot of flooding in the United States and northern Mexico. So guys, this is what it's looking like now. I would not be surprised if it does move up to 50%. I would not be surprised, but I also won't be surprised if it moves down later today, as it's going to be closer to the inland areas. We'll just have to wait and see. So guys, we're going to be taking a look at the satellite imagery, looking at what it's looking like from up there in space. So again, this is not really a radar, guys. We're looking at the clouds formation, see if it's going to be looking, it's going to form, or if it's going to like not form. So guys, it's looking like very unorganized right now. Again, guys, it went down a lot more. It went down 20%. So obviously, it's not going to be that more, even not that much more organized. So we have two little areas that are going to be in this Invest N91L that looking like they might form in together right here. It looks like they might form in, as you can see. One's coming from the east and one's coming from the west. So it looks like we might have these two form together and make this one big area. If it does connect, we could see some possible vorticity, honestly, guys, but we are not seeing any vorticity whatsoever in this. All we're seeing is these straight line winds moving it very rapidly to the north west, where it can come off the coast and possibly impact a lot of northern Mexico and possibly a lot of the United States, including Texas and Louisiana. So that's what it's looking like from the satellite imagery. So now we're going to be taking a look at the tracks. So the tracks, it's a lot different now. All or about 9/10 or 90% of the models are showing it going inland to northern Mexico, which is why it's going to turn a little bit unorganized now, and that's why there's a smaller chance for organization, as it's right here, guys, very close. So it's very close to the coastal areas. It could impact on what it's going to be. Now there's about a 10% or more like a 2% chance of even turning to a tropical storm, because it's not going to go in the ocean according to these models. It looks like it's just going to come up here and then turn to the northeast. But some models are actually showing it just going off the coast for like a couple hours and then going back in. So I would not believe that will even convert it to a tropical storm, as it's going to be inland for quite a long time. So that will really turn it down a bit. So we're going to have a lot of models showing it going to the northern part of Mexico, and then they're all showing going into the Corpus Christi area of Texas, showing to Victoria, Texas, more into the southern little tip of Texas. So I cannot say that. And then some models going into the Shreveport area, and then some models showing it continuing going off into the Houston area, just close to the Houston area. So close to the Houston area. I would not be surprised if it actually moves on to the Houston area, and then it's showing off a lot. And then all these models separate once it gets over here. Some models showing it going to Birmingham, some of it going to Jackson, Mississippi, some of it actually going all the way to the Illinois area. So this is what we just need to look out for. But again, according to all the models, it looks like this can be the area for the touchdown on land instead of this, where it showed yesterday. So again, they changed a lot compared to what we're looking at yesterday, but this is the area we're looking like for the possible touchdown. So now we're going to be taking a look at the CMC, and it's a bit different now. You can see a tremendous difference in, according to these tracks too. So here's that low pressure system just off the coast, and very close to the Mexico City area. So then it's going to be moving off the coast, moving up the coast, and it's going to bring very heavy rain just off the northern Mexico coast and just off the Corpus Christi area. And then you can see that low pressure system does go inland into the southern little hand of Texas. It's going to bring very heavy rain all the way to the Austin, Texas area, moving to the Corpus Christi area towards the Houston area. We're going to have impossible flooding rain. And then the low pressure system will just go up north of Houston and bring very, very heavy rain for the northern part of Louisiana, southern part of Arkansas, and parts of Mississippi. And that can bring some flooding rain off into the southeast, including actually all the way to the Kentucky area. And so yeah, it's gonna not only impact the coastal areas with these big waves, possible damaging winds. We're also going to have that flooding threat moving to the inland areas too. So that's what it's looking like into the CMC. As you can tell, we just by looking at the CMC, by following the low pressure system, it goes up the coast and then goes inland like this. Or no, not that inland. So it comes right here. It looks like it comes in through here, and then it looks like it goes right here. So that's what it's looking like it's going to be going according to following the low pressure system. But we saw all those tracks too. So guys, we're going to be taking a look at the precip now. Alright, so you guys are probably seeing a very, a very small number of rain. Oh, sorry guys, there was some weird sounds here. But, so somebody's going, alright, sorry guys, there's some weird sound there. Alright, so we're going to be taking a look at the precip now. So you can see a decrease of precip here into the southern part of Mexico, moving into the Central America area. So guys, that's all because it's already gone through the southern Mexico area. It's already up here, guys. So it's not going to be impacting the areas it's already hit. So that's why you see a decrease in the numbers of precip. That's why you see a larger number of precip moving into the Mexico City area, because that's where it's going to be impacting in the next couple of hours. Just for you guys to know, again, these areas have been impacted. Nothing to worry about here. They just got to deal with all that flooding they got. Not a lot of damage there. It's going to be moving into the northern coast of Mexico. That's where we could see up to 4 inches possible in that northern tip of Mexico. So not looking like a lot of precip moving into the Mexico area compared to yesterday. We're going to be having a issue in the USA area with the we're going to actually have more rain moving into the southeast area compared to the Mexico area. We can actually have, oh sorry guys if you hear all that sound. We're going to have a small little band moving into the North Carolina all the way to the northern Georgia area that can actually reach up to 7.5 inches. Very rare to have all that rain there. And again, a lot of these areas in the southeast have been dry for days. So this is going to be good to get some rain, but this is way too much rain, honestly, guys. Like maybe 2 inches, 3 inches is good, but up to 7.5 inches is way over the top there. Jackson, Mississippi getting up to 4 to 5 inches, and same thing with Houston, going to get up to 5 to 6 inches. And then we're going to have a small little area that can get up to 8 inches in that northern part of Arkansas. So this is going to be the general area that can see all this precip, not only in the southeast and south central. We're actually going to have it spread into the Ohio Valley, bringing flooding rain possible for the Indiana area, all the way to the Virginia Beach area. So this is where we can see all these flooding threats. So now we're going to be taking a look at the GFS. Now the GFS, again guys, we've been talking about this. The GFS is showing nothing for this storm. It's going to be moving off. Oops. Alright, so you can see it's a big blob right here. And according to the CMC, it's very small. And look at this big blob it's showing in the GFS. Not even that organized. It's not even this big. It's very unorganized, this GFS. And it's not even showing the landfall. It's just showing a big blob in the Gulf of Mexico, and then showing just a lot of rain moving into the southeast. So all the models are showing a lot of rain. No matter what for the southeast and the Texas area. Like, no matter what model we're following, it's going to bring in, no matter what, very heavy rain. But we need to know where it's going to make landfall. But we can't tell with this GFS model, so it's very hard to compare the GFS with the CMC. But, guys, no matter what, again, so if you're thinking, oh, the GFS isn't showing where we can't tell landfall, so we don't have to worry about it. But either way, guys, look at all this heavy rain we're getting into the Shreveport area. Very heavy rain moving into the Georgia area. And look, it's going to be staying there for a long time. So that low pressure system is going to be moving up that Louisiana area and bringing some very heavy rain from the next couple of days in the southeast in the parts of the country. So guys, we're going to take a look at the GFS, what it has to come with the Central America and Mexico area. So again, we're not going to have a lot of precip coming in this area in southern Mexico as it's already been impacted a couple of days ago. So we're only going to have up to about additionally 8 inches in some very small little areas, not widespread, just some small little areas that can reach up to 8 inches there. And then we're going to have that most of the rain coming to that central Mexico area as it's right here. It's going to bring some outer bands this direction, and then it's going to bring, not going to bring a lot of rain with the GFS. Again, guys, the GFS isn't showing a lot of rain whatsoever in that northern Mexico and southern Texas area, that's basically what we're looking at where it's going to get hit the most. But the GFS is going to be showing up to 2 feet, less than 2 feet in some areas in the Mexico area. But again, it's not showing, it's actually showing 0 inches in that small little area in Texas area, while the other models are showing up to 5 to 6 inches in that area. So the GFS isn't really, I'm not going to say it's not trustworthy. I just think you don't have to worry about GFS. Alright guys, last thing we're going to be checking is the GFS model for the United States. It's going to, like I said, no matter what, it's going to show you a lot of rain. But look at this southern area of Texas, not even up to 1 inch. So that's something we really need to watch, or not really watch out. Just keep in mind the GFS, but a lot of models are just showing it actually going right in that area. So we're going to have up to 5 to 6 inches in most of Mississippi. And then we're going to have, again, that rain stretching to the Illinois and Indiana area, but it's showing a lot less rain, only about 4 inches compared to about 7, and then it's showing a lot less rain for the Arkansas area, showing some rain for the Shreveport area up to about 6 inches. And then we're going to have a small little wave moving into the Carolina or South Carolina area, looking at up to 6, and parts of Georgia can get up to 5. So guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video, but quickly let me just say this. You can just see basically what we're looking at. We're going to have all this rain coming this direction, so maybe the GFS could show it going this way, but again, we cannot tell. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm not sure if I can upload tomorrow. I just gotta see what I can do, but hope you guys enjoyed this update on Invest 91L. Looking a bit less of a chance of it happening since it's getting closer to inland areas, but just keep an eye on this, guys. Bye.